Hi everyone. Today we're going to talk about adding and removing cubes. Okay. Yesterday we talked about how to figure out the number of cubes. And so again, I'm on page 154 of your textbook, but please don't write in yours. Okay. And remember that you need to be able to get these textbooks back to me. So please make sure they're in good condition, because remember, next year you want the textbooks you get in fourth grade to be in good condition too. But for the sake of your learning, I am going to write gently in my book. So I'm looking at this. This looks like one big cube, but we see the dots in here, so we know that it's not. And I know that if I lightly draw in my lines, I can see separate cubes or blocks being made. Okay. No, I didn't draw very straight, but that's okay. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks. Okay, 6 blocks, but I have 2 layers. So if I have 6 blocks on the top and 6 blocks on the bottom, I have a total of 6 plus 6, or 6 times 2, and that is 12. So there are 12 total blocks here. Okay, but now I'm going to look at B. What has happened to B? Well, there are blocks that have been removed. How many have been removed? Well, we could again draw in our blocks. That gets confusing right there. But, okay. And we know that we had 6 blocks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on top. Well, I only have 1, 2, 3, 4. So what has happened? 2 blocks have been removed. Okay? So how many cubes have been removed, or blocks have been removed? 2 have. All the ones on the bottom are still there. So if I started with 12 here and I go to 10 here, of course then 2 have been removed. Sometimes, okay, well, before we do that, let's go to this example. And you don't have this in your book. This is one of mine. How many blocks are in this figure? Well, I can see 1, 2, 3, 4 are on the top. I have 2 layers. If I have 4 on the top and 4 on the bottom, I have a total of 8 blocks in this figure. Let's look at this one. How many have been removed? Well, I had 1, 2, 3, 4 on top. I only have 2 on top now. Sorry, guys. So how many have been removed? The 2 that would go right here. So 2 blocks have been removed. Okay? So blocks can be removed from figures, or blocks can be added. First, let's figure out how many blocks are in figure C. Sorry. Okay, so I've drawn in my lines. 1, 2, 3. There are 4 blocks in figure C. But now compare it to D. Okay. Here are my original 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are my original 4. How many have been added? Well, I have 2 that are stuck in out here. So 2 blocks have been added to C to get figure D. I hope you can see that. These are the 4 that we started with, and we added these 2. Okay? Let's look at this figure. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Very similar to what we were just looking at. But now what about this one? Okay, I had 4, but now I have 1, and the one below it 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 7. So I've added this one, and this one, or I have added 3 more blocks. Let's look at this one. We have one below it, 2, 3, and 4. But now compare this. We still have the one below it, 2, 3, and 4, but we also have one here and one here. We've added 2 blocks. Okay? So we can either subtract blocks or take blocks away, or we can add blocks. Okay? So your homework tonight is going to be pages 177 and 178 in your textbook or in your workbook. Let me know if you have questions.